Sego Kanawaki, Cody Diabo here, Ujits. Just coming to you from Chiefs Uncut. It's been quite a while since I've done a Chiefs Uncut to the community. So just wanted to fill you in on some things that I've been working on besides the whole Bill 96 discussions and actions to address that situation that's been sort of the predominant matter facing council at this moment. That takes up a lot of the discussion at council and within the community. So just on that though, there is going to be an upcoming community meeting on June 9th, I believe, to present to the community some information on that, but more information will follow on that. So right now the files that I'm working on, the last time I updated on a potential service road that leads from Highway 30 into the community. The goals, of course, for that was to take off trucks from the 207, as well to provide emergency exit and entrance to the 106 area, because currently, I mean, everybody knows there's only the one entrance exit, and that's right by the tracks. So in the event of some kind of catastrophe, we want to make sure that people are safe. Some other things that I'm working on right now are potential project to bring energy production to the community via River Turbines. It's still preliminary at that time. We're just looking at the technology, which has drastically improved over the last few years. So I'm hoping to bring more information about that to the community in the coming weeks. We just need to ensure, everything is, that there is no environmental impacts. So there's going to be some meetings coming up with environment and the potential creators of the river turbines. So more information on that in the coming weeks. Another thing that I work on as well, as the community knows, is the ACM situation. So on May 31st, council had a strategic discussion. So we're very close to approving the global plan, which I'm hoping in the next maybe 2 weeks or so, we'll be able to present all of that to the community on next steps and such, and get ready for some work this summer. It's a little bit delayed, I'll say, and as I referred to Bill 96, kind of all attention's diverting onto that. But nonetheless, work is still progressing on that front. So stay tuned, I would say, for more information on that in the coming weeks. Another thing that we're looking to do in terms of, everybody knows that Kanawaki Lease was renewed. I mean, not by choice per se. They are in the last 25 years of the lease. So work is going to progress now on my end to ensure we start working on what's going to happen after the 25 years. There's been environmental studies of the area. We do know that there are some environmental concerns in terms of, over 100 years of pesticides and things like that being used on the grounds. Nowadays, the chemicals, I should say, or the materials used are not as intrusive or are more environmentally friendly. However, we do know 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 50 years ago, there wasn't really a lot of concern about, the environment at that point. So looking at laying the groundwork now to ensure that when the lease is finally over, that the land gets returned back to Kanawake and the lot holders in the same condition that it was when it was first taken, I'll say. So I would rather get that work done now than to leave it for somebody in 20 years to start working on. Everything's fresh right now with the team, so now would be the opportune time to try and work on that. So I'm going to be looking at pulling together a meeting of the lot holders and then subsequently probably the community after that to discuss that situation. Other than that, I mean, there are smaller other things that I'm working on. There's other kinds of, through economic development, energy production, energy manufacturing files that I'm looking at doing. Again, the goal is to bring in new jobs to the community, different jobs, and start going down that road of, I guess, really diversifying the economy. as well as the tobacco file that I'm on. I believe we're very close to being able to bring that back to the CDMP and back to the community. It's a long overdue law. I believe since about 2012, 2013, maybe even before that. I could be mistaken, but I think we're finally getting close. So hopefully there should be more information about that within the coming weeks as well. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, I mean, there are a few other things I'm working on. But if anybody ever has any questions, I mean, you can call the MCK. I'll return your phone call. You can message me on Messenger via Facebook. So any questions you have, I'll do my best to answer them. So until then, stay safe. Stay tuned for Bill 96 actions and information coming up. So take care, everybody. On